Welcome back to Lung Cancer Foundation of America's social media takeover on this World Lung Cancer Day. This is an opportunity to raise awareness, raise hope, and raise much needed funding for lung cancer research.
You know, Mitch, one area that LCFA really excels in is raising awareness in clinical trials. When you hear the word clinical trial, you might think it's something experimental or even risky. But for many people who are living with lung cancer, clinical trials offer access to cutting-edge treatments that aren't available anywhere else.
Yeah, in fact, nearly every cancer therapy in use today started with a clinical trial. So, what exactly is a clinical trial, and could it be a lifeline for someone you love?
Here's medical oncologist Dr. Jacob Kaufman and patient advocate Lysa Buonanno explaining how clinical trials work and why participating in one could help change the future of lung cancer care.
So the way we treat cancer in 2024 and 2025 is night and day different from how we treated it in 2005 or even 2015. And each of those advances that we have been making in targeted therapy and in immune therapy and other major breakthroughs, all of those started as clinical trials. And the patients who participated in those clinical trials in some cases got effective life-prolonging therapy years before they were approved. So those patients were getting, at one point, those patients were the quote-unquote guinea pigs.
Right.
But they're
benefiting.
getting better at designing what targets to go after, what treatments are going to be effective. And then you really just need to kind of talk to your oncologist, and your oncologist will never recommend a clinical trial that would be anything less than what you would be able to receive otherwise.
Great.
So regardless of the design of the clinical trial, there's no clinical trial that's undertaken in cancer treatment where any patient would receive less than the standard of care.
And I know as someone I'm now in my second clinical trial that I participated in, and not just are you helping future research and helping future patients on these drugs, but I myself have been able to benefit from tomorrow's treatment today. And I feel like that's such a great opportunity to have.
Every year it seems like there's a standing ovation for a breakthrough clinical trial outcome that really proved that we've, pushed the bar up, cured more people, helped people live longer and better. And every one of those success stories is a clinical trial. We can't move the field forward without them.
Living with lung cancer today doesn't look like it used to. That's thanks to research and new treatment options. People are not only surviving, they're truly living. In this next story, you're going to meet somebody who embodies that hope. She's a mother, she's a professional, and she's a patient advocate, leading an active and fulfilling life alongside her family. Instead of being tethered to a chemo chair, she's chasing dreams and kids. And it's all because of advancements that weren't available in lung cancer research just a few short years ago. Here's her story and her gratitude for the research that made that possible.
It has been a long day. I was diagnosed with lung cancer about 4 years ago. And in my early days of diagnosis, a long day meant spending the day getting chemo. But now, my long days look a lot different. Something like this. Just open the gate. We are at Hershey Park. Hi, everybody. Wore me out, but I will take Hershey Park happy in the rain any day. And it's all thanks to research that lung cancer patients like me get to have an improved quality of life. So happy World Lung Cancer Day, and thank you for joining us.